All right, let's jump right into this explainer because I am absolutely thrilled to share this with you today. When you hear the words extreme wealth, what actually pops into your head? Is it a massive, sprawling mega mansion in Beverly Hills, or maybe one of those shiny new super yachts anchored out in Monaco? Well, as we're about to see, for the world's richest individuals, those kinds of purchases are literally just the absolute baseline. Today, we're unlocking the gates and going deep into the secret world of billionaire survival. We're going to look at the mind-boggling lengths the ultra-rich will go to just to secure themselves against the unpredictable.
I mean, seriously, ask yourself this. What do you buy when money no longer matters? Imagine waking up and realizing that the price tag on literally anything on Earth is completely irrelevant to you. What we're transitioning into today is a look at a reality that is so far beyond ordinary luxury. We are entering this extreme, highly secretive world where billionaires aren't just buying expensive products anymore. They're buying entire isolated ecosystems.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the ultimate private sanctuaries. Surface level isolation. So before these guys go underground, they go off the map entirely. When we think of normal luxury, we picture first-class flights, maybe a nice gated mansion. But billionaire luxury, it's a completely different species. We're talking about flying palaces, sovereign private islands, and literally diving beneath the waves in deep-sea private submarines. You see, when everyone in your circle has a mansion, true absolute privacy becomes the ultimate status symbol.
Let's talk numbers. $100 million. That is the estimated value of Necker Island, down in the British Virgin Islands, owned by billionaire Richard Branson. And what's wild about this is that he bought this 94-acre paradise back in the late 70s for a mere $180,000. But it's not just some beautiful beach with pink flamingos. Necker Island basically operates like a high-tech fortress. It has a state-of-the-art eco-grid and, get this, an underground bunker right beneath the main house. So even if a Category 5 hurricane strikes, life inside remains totally 100% uninterrupted. But hey, why buy a small island when you can buy 98% of a massive one? That brings us to our next figure, $300 million. That is exactly what Oracle founder Larry Ellison paid to purchase the Hawaiian island of Lanai. And Ellison didn't just buy a vacation spot, he bought a living laboratory. He has poured hundreds of millions into converting Lanai into a self-sustaining, high-tech utopia. We're talking automated hydroponic greenhouses that grow food without any soil at all. It is a completely independent ecosystem. Which brings us to Section 2, the invisible security matrix, defending the 1%. Because owning an island is one thing, right? Protecting it is a completely different story. To the naked eye, these coastlines look totally serene and peaceful. But if you try approaching one of these islands by boat or drone, you're going to trigger a massive response. The tree lines are packed with hidden thermal cameras. They've got long-range occlusive devices, or LRADs, that can literally deafen intruders. And beneath the water, underwater sonar networks tracking any unauthorized diving equipment. These perimeters are patrolled 24/7 by ex-Special Forces operatives to ensure total invisibility and impenetrability from the outside world. And speaking of underwater, $50,000. That is what it can cost for literally one single night at Lakala Island in Fiji, which is owned by the billionaire co-founder of Red Bull. This place takes survival and luxury to extreme depths, quite literally. Along with a private airport and massive plantations, guests get access to a custom $4 million deep-sea private submarine. This lets the global elite travel completely undetected beneath the ocean waves, avoiding international airspace tracking altogether. Crazy, right? But you don't actually have to be out in the middle of the deep ocean for extreme isolation. Take Indian Creek Island in Miami, famously dubbed the Billionaire Bunker. It only has about 30 homes, owned by elites like Jeff Bezos. So what makes it so special? Well, it features its very own private armed police force. They patrol the single bridge entrance and the surrounding waters around the clock. The ultra-rich can just walk their dogs without a single outsider or paparazzi ever breaching their perimeter. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is Section 3, Infrastructure and Legal Shields, Absolute Independence. These properties aren't just physically cut off from the rest of the world, they are designed to be completely independent from public utilities. Think about it. If the global power grid falls tomorrow, the lights on these islands won't even flicker. They utilize massive solar arrays, hidden wind turbines, industrial-scale Tesla battery packs, and these huge desalination plants that are constantly converting ocean water into pure drinking water. Billionaires are throwing massive investments into independent energy and water infrastructure, so they are totally immune to continental grid failures. But true independence requires a legal shield too. Owning an island isn't just about the physical security, it's really about sovereignty.
Billionaires will often register these properties through super complex shell corporations located in international tax havens. And what this does is it effectively shields their wealth and assets from international courts and governments. They're basically creating this legal gray zone where, for all intents and purposes, the owner makes the rules. Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 4, Subterranean Doomsday Fortresses, the ultimate safe zones.
So, what happens if an island gets attacked from the air or the sea? Well, we go down, way below the bedrock. And forget about those cold concrete bunkers stocked with canned beans. Access to these places is granted via military-grade biometrics and blast doors that can survive a near-miss nuclear strike. And inside, it's like a five-star resort. We're talking crystal-clear indoor swimming pools, massive artificial LED screens that perfectly simulate sunlight and weather patterns, full-scale surgical rooms run by autonomous medical robots, and of course, underground hydroponic farms. These environments are meticulously engineered to prevent psychological stress, basically allowing a family to survive for decades without ever having to open a single door to the surface.
So where exactly are they building these underground marvels? While some companies are converting old military silos in places like Kansas and Germany, the absolute crown jewel right now is New Zealand. Purchased quietly through shell companies, remote plots of beautiful, isolated land down in New Zealand have become the ultimate destination for tech moguls and the global elite. It's where they bury their hidden survival pods, keeping them far, far away from global conflict zones. Section 5, the ultimate escape plans, staying one step ahead.
Because let's be real, none of this matters at all if you can't actually get there when a disaster strikes. The absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle is an airtight, automated exit strategy. Step 1. You're immediately transported in a matte black, stealth-armored luxury SUV fitted with multi-layered ballistic glass. Step 2. You arrive at a standby private jet or a helicopter that's just waiting on a hidden runway or private helipad ready to fly you out before airspace locks down. And Step 3. You land at your private island and have seamless automated access straight down into your subterranean bunker. The whole system is designed to ensure the 1% are always exactly one step ahead of global chaos. At the end of the day, it really comes down to this quote: "The most valuable thing many billionaires buy isn't a product, it's freedom." When you look at it, spending hundreds of millions on deep-sea submarines, underground robotic hospitals, and sovereign islands isn't just about accumulating stuff. It's about absolute, uncompromising control. Control over their time, their privacy, their lifestyle, and ultimately their survival. Which leaves us with a kind of haunting final question to chew on. With the millions upon millions being poured into these extreme, off-grid fortresses, are these really just luxurious vacation homes? Or are they escape pods for a future the rest of us just aren't prepared for? If the people controlling the world's wealth are preparing this hard for the end, what exactly do they know that we don't? I hope this explainer gave you a really fascinating glimpse into a world most people will never see. Stay curious, keep asking those big questions, and I'll catch you on the next one.